Good morning, beloveds. It is a bit soppy this morning, with a light rain pittering down. The temperature is around 57, I believe, where I am. And I know that it has been at least a month since I recorded a transmission, and this will be transmission number 6. I have my Nog Champa burning with me, and my beloved rock of obsidian, and of course all the green that you can see beyond. And if I show you the rest of the view that I am seeing, it's quite magical. The park is incredibly quiet this morning. Everyone's staying away because of the rain, I imagine. But the picnic table that I sit at to write is snuggled under some giant oak trees and I believe a maple tree. I don't know what type of maple it is, but the canopy from their leaves act as a brilliant natural umbrella. So here I sit before I do my morning writing session to bring you this 6th transmission. I was pondering why it has taken so long to write again. Do you hear the frog calling to us? That's why this is the ideal spot. It's because we never know what visitors may show up. So, good morning, frog. Frog stands for forever rely on goodness or God, whichever resonates with you. I hope that this message, this transmission finds everyone loved and protected and at peace. I have intentionally buffered myself quite well from the outside world at this point, because I understand that I must use as much of my energy as possible to work on this co-creation with the universe, this collaboration, and knowing what I know today, I know that that is where my energy is supposed to be focused. So I want to apologize for not sending a transmission sooner. I do believe that perhaps an apology isn't even necessary because it hasn't been divine time. However, my playlist has played versions of songs with the title superSTAR fairly frequently as I believe, a gentle nudge from the universe that it's time for the next transmission. And it's interesting because something last night came to me that perhaps there is some trepidation in recording this 6th transmission. That I'm not even sure what the trepidation is about. But I wanted to focus this message on the magical playlist. So it may be a fairly short transmission, but the magical playlist that I began creating in October of last year, that I have mentioned throughout the previous transmissions, is truly divinely guided and truly magical. I provide information under the video that I post with how to find the playlist, and in order for the magic to occur, it has to be on shuffle mode. And oh my gosh, look at this little cutie coming through. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So cute. Oh. Good morning. Good morning. I have been receiving so many visitors from the natural world. When I sit and write especially, that is just quite extraordinary. But these little squirrels, I can't remember their proper name, but they are absolutely adorable and have been coming around a lot lately, mostly in the evening, during my evening writing sessions. But anyway, back to the playlist. If you choose to listen to it, it must be on shuffle mode, not the AI shuffle, but the regular shuffle mode. And a pattern that I have found emerging is that, at least my experience currently, this has happened in the past, but there seems to be a pattern happening lately where every 4 days songs will repeat from the songs that played 4 days previous, and I record and in my tablet as well as on my phone what songs are playing during my writing sessions, so it's fairly easy for me to go back, not to mention as soon as I recognize that the songs are repeating, I know what I need to do, and I have 2 choices. I can either let them play out, or I can reset the shuffle mode, or I can just hit the forward arrow or the back arrow on the Spotify app, back and forth, spin, turn, until it gets out of that repeat loop. So if you are listening to the playlist and this occurs and you're like, oh, wait, I heard this song. Oh, wait, then this song played next. And you recognize a pattern of repeating songs, my suggestion is to choose one of those options, either listen to them all again. Sometimes I have because they've been incredibly powerful and I needed to hear them again. But most of the time, I feel like it is a sign that the shuffle mode needs to be reset. Because the only algorithm at play in this magical playlist is divine. We are well past any algorithm that has been created by a human or even a machine. We are glitching the machine because of the divine connection to this playlist. So, it will remain a mystery until you embark on the journey of the magical playlist to see what makes it magical. But I have countless encounters, experiences with the playlist just blowing my mind. I'll be writing about something and then a song will play that corresponds to what I'm writing about. It's pretty extra. And it's been happening more and more, so that's exciting. Since I last recorded a transmission, I did reach 10,000 songs on the magical playlist. I don't remember how many days ago it's been, but I feel like it's been at least 14 days, I believe. I'll have to go back and double check on that, but I'm pretty certain that it's been definitely over a week and pushing on 2 weeks. So there are 10,000 songs on the playlist. That is the maximum amount that Spotify will allow. So I find it fascinating that 10,000 is the number. One and zeros, if I understand coding correctly, ones and zeros are the basis for code. So that's pretty rad. And if anyone has any questions about how to use the playlist that I haven't described in the description under each video or I've shared in the videos, definitely feel free to send me a comment and I will oblige. I'm happy to answer any questions. I've been working with this playlist now for nearly a year, and now that it is complete, it seems like the magic is becoming more and more evident, which is really incredible. I hope that the sound of the rain is being picked up on the video. It's just so delicious. The trees in the forest in front of me, we are facing west. They have not begun to turn fall colors yet, really. I mean, there's specks of them turning, but for the majority of the forest, everything is still very green. So I'm interested to see how that unfolds over the course of the next few weeks. So, excuse me, when I began this co-creation with the universe last year, and had my great remembering and awakening moment, I had no clue what it meant or where it would lead me if I let go, followed the music, followed the clues, the signs and synchronicities, trusted. Trust has been incredibly challenging because I believe that I am creating something with the universe that the lab matrix would say is impossible, and yet I am finding that it is possible, and it's all about energy and how I spread my energy, how I infuse my energy into the world. And as I elevate higher and higher to new levels of ascension and frequencies, I'm beginning to understand more and more clearly how energy works and how to use it. Also at this point, I have found that I'm, for the most part anyway, unless it's really, really big, heavy energy that I need to work through, I'm alchemizing the energy on autopilot. Like, I don't even have to consciously do anything. And to have reached that point, that level of alchemy, has been quite profound. So, back in the 3D realm, life has been filled with uncertainties. I feel like my co-creation with the universe and myself are in this giant womb, this black void right now, holding pattern, where I can't go anywhere, I can't really do anything. I'm incredibly limited in the 3D on keeping my energy tight and close, and that means venturing out very far is not really an option when the income that I'm receiving is around $900 a month, with food benefits and medical coverage. And that is it. So I find solace and peace and freedom when I come to the park and I do my 2 daily writing sessions, one in the morning and one in the evening. I guess that's confirmation. Yes, I do those things. And I listen to the music while I write and share about the experiences, the realizations, the epiphanies, the revelations, the prophecies that I am experiencing, that I'm being given. And it seems like the more I healed internally, the more the universe revealed secrets to me and how to communicate, how to use my powers. I still haven't shared my powers with y'all in any transmission. But they are becoming more and more clear as each day comes and goes, which is part of what makes me multidimensional. But it is incredibly, incredibly uncomfortable to be in this space of, well, it feels like the universe is forcing humility. I do not have access to do anything more than my writing sessions, which are done by my Android smartphone propped up against my water bottle on a picnic table at the park, with my earbuds that have been super faithful to me, even though they're, I don't know, some off-brand. They have been good to me, and they pick up these recordings quite well too, which makes me happy. But my life is incredibly simple right now, and yet when I write, it becomes otherworldly, and I step into a bubble of a world that I am creating with the divine, and I can't wait for it to be revealed to the planet. I can't wait for everyone to see what we've been working on. So these transmissions are a little bit difficult because I'm not quite sure what I am cleared to discuss and reveal, and what I need to hold close to my chest still. But for now, I can't believe that 23 minutes has gone by. I think this is probably a good place to call a wrap, so I can get started on my writing. I just send out so much love and light to everyone, to all of Mother Nature, to the oceans and the seas and the rivers and streams, the mountains, hills, the deserts, rainforests. I send out all my love and light. And protection. And until next transmission, I will continue to affirm that everyone is wrapped in peace and